Door Freak Show Part 2. So I've got different foam. I'm going to take this foam off and hopefully, I was hoping it wouldn't come off like that because I want to keep this so we can maybe reuse it for something else. I feel like it would be good for putting underneath air conditioners when you put them in the windows. If we find that this new foam works, I'm just going to take this wood off. I don't like this. I'm going to put the wood on the door instead. So where is the problem? Is it the top or the side? It's the bottom. I mean, it's the side here. I actually think if we just put the new foam on that we might be okay. This is the new foam. It's the Frost King Premium Rubber Self-Stick Weather Seal. This is 5/16 wide by 1/4 thick. It's going to be a little bit wider than our piece of wood here. I wonder if I should stick it onto the door instead. It might make more sense to put it on the door. Neither of them are going to be very appealing. I wonder if we could cut it in half. I mean, why the heck would it be a 5/16? This is pretty standard. It should have been that size. Oh, it is supposed to be in half. Okay, that's good. See, that's why it shows in the picture there. I think this will work because this compresses very easily. Definitely much more than the other foam was. I think that stupid sound is squirrels. Very annoying. This product is making good sense now, because this is the right thickness for this type of trim. can't stand that noise. I gotta remove this wood now. What we'll do is we'll remove it, and all the extra holes, I'll just put more screws in. And then if it looks ridiculous because there's so many screws, you can always just go ahead and paint it white, but it really doesn't seem to be bothering me at all. This I could not ignore. Geez, that glue actually is really holding pretty strong. Well, I really wasn't expecting that, actually. Okay. I thought that this was going to be very easy to get off. Wow. It actually busted up the stinking trim. It's so strong. You know, at this point we really need to just replace the whole piece because it is. Took the whole screw out and everything. Should I even bother applying foam to something that I'm going to have to ultimately take off? I cannot believe how difficult this project is becoming. Well, now we're really going to need all these extra screws because the thing's in so many pieces. Wow, okay, I did not see that coming. Not at all. Now this piece at the bottom here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to secure it because the door is all rotted on the bottom. There's nothing to screw to. Can't go past the frame because it's block. That seemed to grab. What the heck? Why is this all bent out like that? pretty good. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, so now the question is, do we redo the top with this insulation? So as far as the door goes, I think we have to extend it at least up to there. That's where the first screw is. So I got these. Apparently now the Home Depot puts some inches on these and calls them ruler sticks and charges $1.50. Years ago these were called paint mixers and they were free. But you know, you gotta get every penny out of everything you can nowadays. But I think this will be just the right thickness that we need. That might become here too thick. Phone wire is getting caught in the door. What the heck's that happening for? Something fell. It's a little bit too thick. I mean, by a hair though, because once it's closed, this will fit in. But it's not going to fit in while it's in motion. Well, regardless, we have to cut this down to get the handle part off there, because the handle part is not going to be useful because it goes in like that. So let's cut the handle part off. This does not go up far enough, so we're going to need two of these. We're going to have to just file the living daylights out of them. I think that's a reasonable amount of force it takes to close it. Actually, we got to go up in the top too. Now, the top is a little bit worse. This might fit okay on the top. Yeah, it's good. We're going to clear on the top, but not the bottom. Okay, so what we need to do now is we just need to screw this to the door, just like that, to extend it. Yeah, I would say we should just hot glue it, but I don't want to lose the space. I believe this is a solid door, so we should be able to screw it up fairly easily. Famous last words. I would blame most of these issues on the fact that the door frame is not perfectly square. That's why we have these gaps at the bottom and the top. I suppose to do this right, the whole frame should have been torn out and redone, which we're already part of the way there because it's all rotted anyways. That's not what was done. Someday I guess we'll have to do that, because eventually the frame will rot out and become useless. That was dumb. I should have put this on there first because now I don't know where the holes are. Alright. This is the most I've struggled with a simple project in a long time. So I don't think it's going to close now. Oh, it's hitting. Not by much, it's by a very small amount, and it's only towards the top. I would say starting here about halfway down is probably clear. See if I got a file in this chest of drawers. I don't have a file in this chest of drawers. I might have one in a bucket somewhere. Try this. such an annoying apparatus to work on because it can move freely. How humid is it today? It is 51%. So it's not humid. So we definitely have to keep going, because if we stop here on a humid day, we're going to have a mess. Because it's not going to shut. Take more of it off than what this is doing. Do I have... I would use a plane, but it might break. I don't know how this I don't know how this thing would respond to a plane. I feel like it wouldn't respond very well. I don't think that I want to try it and find out. I have some different files around here. I have so many tools that I've got to sift through once I get the pegboard set up here in the garage. I just have tons and tons of vintage tools that don't see the light of day because I have nowhere to set them up. And then when I go to do a project like this and I need one, can't find them because I don't know where anything is, because you can't see them. I thought I had some files. Oh, no, that's a chisel. I ain't got no files in there. I guess I'll try the plane and let's see what happens. This is not adjusted properly. The blade is not going down enough. Is this not... Is the blade just worn out? What's wrong with this? Now I don't understand why it's not working, because the blade is clearly below the surface. Very, very slowly. Maybe I better look with the file. This is not working properly, and I don't have time to figure out why right now. Do I have something else that would that I could use to file this down? We could always just go ghetto and do it with the saw. Sick of hearing that door squeaking like that. Okay, so that's good, but now we gotta go up another 10 inches or so. What time is it? I have something I gotta do tonight, 6 o'clock. I only got about 10 more minutes and I can deal with this. Oh, about that much. that's great. Gotta be kidding. Well, that might be a problem because I don't think you're going to be able to sand it down without it just breaking apart now. And I got to cut a lot off of this. I'd say 98% chance this breaks while I try to do this. Actually, you know what might work for this? I wonder if that router would work. I think it will. Yeah, I think that this router will work for this purpose. Once I get this to close, that's going to have to be our stopping point because I got to do something else tonight. I'm allergic to this stupid project. I hate this project. Okay, here we go. I gotta be very careful around the screws, make sure that we don't hit the screws. I have to get a new blade for this, and I don't want to do that. I have to clean up the hot glue. So we're gonna adjust this down to just a little bit here. That's probably enough. Making a mess, but it's working. Jeez, we gotta go more than that? Wow. Okay. That seems like too much. Actually, that's not too far off. I'll just back off a little bit. astonished that piece of wood did not snap. Well, I think we're good with that for now. Let me check it from the outside. Yep, it's making a good seal. Alright, so we're done with the bottom. Now we got to move to the top. We need to go down about 8 to 10 inches on the top. Let's see if we're going to have to play games with this. Actually, I think we're going to get lucky on the top. And we're not going to have to play games with this cutting of wood. So that might be the end of this mess. So I gotta go to the store. So I'm gonna go to the store, and when I come back we'll wrap this up. I just got back from the store. Gosh. I just got back from the store. I do not have the patience to sit here and listen to this the entire time that we work on this. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the hinge with a little bit of lubricant. That was easy. Now we can proceed with a little bit less frustration. Probably not much less, because this is just a generally frustrating procedure, but a little better. Okay, so now we're going to add a piece of wood to the top, and we're going to let a ton of cold air in the process, but there's no way around that. We need to go down we got to go down approximately, actually right about to where the handle is. Quite a mess in here to clean up. That router really just throws dust everywhere like crazy. Okay, it's hitting in the bottom somewhere. Up here, I might have to shave down more on the bottom with the router. See in this area here that it's having a problem. We can always go back and revisit that on a humid day, but that will become a problem. Okay, so we have to remove this because this is blocking it from going on, so we'll have to reposition that. And that, of course, has to use a very small screw. Still hitting on the bottom somewhere, but I guess I'm gonna have to go through with the router and clean that up though. Really don't want to make the mess more than once, so we'll just do it now. It does not work without electricity. Okay, that should be good even on a humid day now. Excellent. Okay, so now we can secure the piece on the top. Great. Well, might be able to turn a piece around and salvage it. Let's see. Even with the holes drilled, it's still split. Did everything I could. Just drill a bigger hole. Gotta be kidding me. It's maybe 1/32 of an inch above the top of the door and it's scraping. That is unbelievable. I think that's fine now. That actually seems to be satisfactory. Alright, well the next easy part should be... Should we replace this on the top too? I feel like we probably should. I think it'll make a better seal, although this is only one layer thick up here, but it's barely contacting on the right side. We're going to go through all this and make sure that it actually works good. It's not coming off. Getting a little too thick over here. It's not shutting right now because of this. I'm going to cut this back a few inches and I'll switch back to the other insulation. I'll just stick this on a wall here. Start that like that there. Okay, now I'm going to plug in the, oh gosh, the hot glue gun is covered in dust. I'm going to plug in the hot glue gun. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire or something from all the dust. Get that going, and then we'll put the string on the side, which would probably be the easiest part of this whole thing. And then we'll move on to the bottom, which is a little bit involved, but I don't think it's going to be difficult. But, you know, who knows? So this is not going on the trim. This is going on the door frame right on the inside. No. Those cricket sounds are breaking. Why the heck is this so screwed up all of a sudden? Where is it hitting now? Come on. I can't believe how much it's hitting all of a sudden, and I don't understand why. So that seal that we put on just there is closing this gap. That's too much. Maybe I gotta take some off the bottom. I'm so sick of this door. I guess I gotta take some off the bottom. I can see it, but it's not gonna work. I have to switch to the smaller stuff down here at the bottom. I don't know what to do with this door. This thing is so screwed up. I really think the whole frame needs to be redone. It's going to be impossible to get this right because of how not square it is. We're going to have to switch to the thinner insulation at the bottom. What I'm concerned about is this hinge down here pulls out of here when the door gets shut. And I feel like that eventually is going to cause a problem. I guess screw it. When that causes a problem, I'll just tear the whole frame out and put a new frame in. Because this is all, I mean, this is busted here. It's rotted out at the bottom anyways. It's not going to last more than a couple more years. The door will last, but the frame itself will not. I have a feeling that the basement door frame is going to eventually rot out as well, and then both door frames are going to become a problem. This has lost sticky properties. I'll hot glue it in place. Too much at the bottom. I don't know what to do for this door anymore. I think that I might just have to leave it, wait for a windy day and see if this is really a problem. it's not even latching right anymore. I'm so over this. This is ridiculous. I don't understand what the problem is at this point. I can see from the inside that it's hardly compressing that foam. It's barely been touching it on the bottom. I really don't think that the foam is causing the issue, but let's see what else it would be. That's the problem, is it's not latching all the way. Listen. So this is, something's wrong. I bet it's got to be right here then. Yeah, it's got to be right there, because that's where it's meeting. That's where it's meeting the most. It's got to be up here. So maybe it wasn't over there. Maybe it's both. There's like no change. Nope. Nothing of hot glue in this back, probably. Well, I guess it's been like that for a while, and none of this is making any difference. It's a little less springy without this piece there. I still don't feel like it's closing properly. Don't like that. It's not the way it's supposed to be. Try this on the inside of this area and see if that changes anything. We're gonna have to go without it. It's just not cooperating, and I'm done with it. We'll have to go without it on this area here. I guess we can put this back on the top because that didn't seem to be the problem, although it sure looked like the problem. This, I'll use this for the bottom, I guess. How does this other stupid door work? The knob feels like it's under so much force. Maybe it just needs to be oiled? I don't know. This other door... No, it's not like that. there's some resistance, but it's nothing like this door. Well, I think it's going to be, I just use it as it is, and if it breaks because something's too tight, then I'll replace the whole frame, because this is not worth the time of day. And I think this is one of those things where I can probably spend hours on it, and it will never get quite right because of the way the frame is. I wonder if putting this on the inside will fix it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reuse this. It's sticking together and it's losing all of its sticky properties. Yeah, there's no stickiness at all there. The only thing I can think of to do over here, which won't break anything, is to just push this as far as I can over and screw it in a bunch more times. I think that's going to be the best option. Just trying to put any type of insulation there is not working, and I gotta stop and get a new battery. This one's down to 2%. For whatever it's worth, I think this actually does make a pretty decent seal right up against the door. It's not perfect, but it's probably the best of the sides that were there previously before we embarked on this whole fiasco. Just trying to kind of screw it in at an angle so it pulls to the door. Problems this is going to cause. I can hear it scraping on there now, but I guess that's okay because it just means it's making a good seal. I almost feel like I should have just done this around the whole door. Forget about this daggone stripping stuff. I almost feel like this would have worked better. I feel like that made a pretty good seal. The door makes a stupid sound when you shut it now, but oh well. Whatever. It's just not worth the time of day. Okay, last part here here at the bottom. So this is kind of the most complex part. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the foam on here first. And maybe what I should have done is put the foam on everything first and then put the trim up. But it is what it is. We have found some ways that didn't work, and now we know not to use those ways anymore. Ugh, yuck, I hate bugs. Get out. Out. This is not your garage, this is my garage. Get out, stupid. Okay, you know that when you start trying to cut bugs with scissors, you're going on too long. Okay, I'll try to keep this in the camera view as much as possible, but it's going to be tough because I got to stand here and work too. What we're going to do is we're going to put this under here like this. Gonna go like this. I'm going to put a bead of hot glue under here, not to hold it in place, but to seal it, because this is not flat. And then I got new concrete screws, which I will just deal with afterwards. I think I'll just screw it in after I get everything put down. Now we're going to have to do this really fast because the glue is going to dry very quickly because it's cold now. So we know that the door thing needs to go approximately right there. Can we just kind of tilt it up with some degree of accuracy? Probably not. Well, let's see what I can do. The more glue I put, the longer it will take to dry. So maybe I'll just put a lot of glue there. Oh no. The gun has cycled off at this particular moment because the chamber ran out of glue and it's not cooking it real hot. No, no. It's not coming out fast enough. I'm going to run out of time. This is like a worst case scenario right here, because this one, I can already see it starting to harden, and the glue thing is just not ready to work yet. Yep, it's already hardened. I really hate this project. I have not had this much difficulty with a should be a fairly simple project in a long time. I'm gonna have to wait for this to harden all the way. It's already just about there. I can already peel it up. See how fast this dried? The good thing is once it's dried, it does kind of just come right off, but it just shows how cold it is out. That did not take long at all. Gonna wait for this to activate again. The only thing I don't like about this glue gun is that the temperature range, it does vary quite a bit. See, now it's ready to go. The temperature is not super constant in this thing, which if you need a lot of glue at once, that can be a problem. So now look at it blasting through like it's nothing. Oh shoot, it's slowing down again. This is not working very good. Maybe because the temperature of the room is cold as well. Yep, and this is going to be another fail. No point even continuing, I gotta do it again. This is just one thing after another here. It really is. Yeah, it's already hard. There's nothing I can do about this. It's feeding out the back because I'm pushing it too hard. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This is not working properly, and I don't know why. I think it's just too cold. Probably only 40 something degrees right now. Usually I use that temperature thing at like 80. Never use it in cold weather before. This really bites. I hate wasting resources too, or wasting all this glue. Well, I might have to just use caulk if this isn't going to work. I was going to use this because this is cheaper. I have much more of this than I do have caulk, but if I can't get the gun to work because it's too cold, then I'll have to use caulk. And I think that we're done with the warm days now, so the likelihood of being able to do this is slim. I don't understand why this isn't working very well. I guess it's just too cold. It's coming out now, but it's... I feel like it's working perfectly properly right now. I'm going to try it one more time. And if this fails to operate, then I will just have to do a beat the caulk. Or what I could do is I could, yeah, it just stopped working again. I can put it in and then I can shoot the glue. I might get canceled on this video from saying shoot and gun and all this stuff. I might have to just put this down first and I'll push the glue in underneath it. Maybe that's what I'll do, because this ain't gonna work. It's too cold. Look at that, it's already starting to harden. And that was what, 15-20 seconds? Unreal. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just put the I'll put the board down first, and then I'll try to push the glue underneath it. I can't believe how fast this is drying. I've never used hot glue in the cold before. This is extremely difficult to work with when it's this cold. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to get some concrete drill bits. I got some new screws. These are only 1 inch or 1 1/4 inch long, so this is a much more reasonable length. This should be pretty good. That might get better over time as the foam starts to compress a little bit. I don't know. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable. Whoa, that's a problem. It's so unlevel. We gotta do another hole over here because it's coming up. Alright, one more. What a stinking mess in here this is. Okay. I don't think I dare play with this stupid apparatus on the wall here. I am really bothered by the fact that it doesn't latch thoroughly. I feel like that's going to cause a problem with the knob itself or something, because it's under a lot of force. So let me just take this off really quick and see if I can make it better. Just going to spend a few minutes. Not long, because it's already 8:30 and I've done nothing else today besides do a raise and deal with this and work. Oh, I've got the right tool out to fix this. The router will fix this. The router is exactly what we need for this. Now I can move this forward a little bit and potentially take off some of the force while still getting a good seal on the door. I still think that's too tight. The dilemma now, might be able to bend that piece forward a little bit. The screw holes are kind of just whatever they are at this point, and that's why we're not able to make a lot of adjustments. If I could just bend this down a little bit, it might solve the problem. Just don't think I'm going to be able to. And now I can move this, because before I couldn't move this forward enough. Now I can move it forward enough. If I can get some new holes in the frame here. Huh. I did. That's too far out because now we got a gap. Well, I think I'm just gonna leave it. If the doorknob breaks, I'll get a new one. Don't like it, but I'm gonna live with it. This seems like a lot of tension on that knob, but oh well. If the knob breaks, I'll replace it, and then I'll deal with it then. Okay, let's do some sealing with the hot glue. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but this is all uneven here. So I want to seal this whole, put a bead of hot glue. Normally people would use caulk, but I'm going to put a bead of hot glue all around there to seal that up, make that airtight. Oh, that's grand. Phone cord is glued to the stinking. Oh, this is not warmed up because it was unplugged for a little while. Okay. Now I guess I can start cleaning up a little bit while we wait. This comes right off the floor once it dries. That's why I was not worried about just having the thing sit on the floor. Not difficult. As does spray foam once it hardens. Oh man, the drill bits are filthy. I don't think we're going to be doing any more screwing in of anything, so we can put the drill bits away. I got one left. Keep that for some other project. Should be warmed up. I know it's leaking. Nope, it's still not working. I feel like something's wrong at this point. There we go. I think it was jammed. Yeah, it was jammed. It locked up there. So we're just gonna pretend that this is like a caulking gun and put a nice bead of glue here. What the heck? Whoa. Oh, got some on the carpet. That's not going to come out too easy. I'm sure we'll get a plethora of people in the comment box saying this is stupid, but I actually feel like this is working pretty good. And it's saving me some money. As long as it doesn't drip on me, that's not going to save me any money. cobwebs off here first. Alright, now the most important part to do this is the bottom. Glue needs to heat up again. This is not for water tightness, it's just for airtight. It'll work. Alright, that's a wrap for the sealing of the door. I capped about screwing anything else in because we need to screw on the security thing again. Okay, I sure am glad that's done. Not thrilled with the outcome, but I think that it should save a lot of money because it'll keep a lot of the cold out of the room. And if problems develop with the knob or whatever over time, we'll just have to correct it. Nothing about this door, other than the door itself, is really in good condition. So if the frame breaks, the frame breaks, or if the hinges fall off, then the hinges fall off. Just put them back on. I don't think it'd be that hard to rebuild this frame. It's pretty simple. but should be good for now. Okay, so this security thing, I think that we need to move something over here. This seems to be working fine, so we'll just put it back similar to where it was before. I can't believe cumulatively how much time I've had to spend on this project over the last couple of days. Unreal. I hate the way this door operates now. Something's wrong with the way this is set up now. Oh, someday we'll be done with this project. Someday. Did I put that on backwards? Or is the problem the spray foam? I think that's working properly. Now I think that we can clean up. What a mess. Where's Dennis? Here it is. This vacuum was a free off the curb, locally too. And although this is not the type of vacuum I typically collect, it's worked very well for here in the garage. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I would never use the bagless in the house. I just think it makes such a mess. But for here in the garage where you can take it outside and empty it outside, blow it off with the leaf blower, that's fine. made this finally so I can use this with attachments. Should have done that a long time ago. I like this tool. It's fun to use. Glad we got to use it on this project. Don't use this too much, but when you need it, it comes in real handy. Alright, I'm not seeing the stupid bug. Hate bugs in the house. Where's the router? The stupid bug lost the router. Okay, that saga is over. Hopefully it'll save a lot of money. Now granted, a stupid door fiasco like this is nothing in the grand scheme of life, but it still is frustrating in a moment. So now it's sealed at the bottom, sealed on the sides, got the hot glue around, making a good airtight seal. You can see it closed up all the gaps. And now, you know, if you look in through here, you can see microscopic little holes here and there, but nothing like what it was. I would say we probably have this door sealed at least 90-something%. You know, whereas before, literally this whole thing was just a straight shot to the outside. Same with here on the bottom. I don't feel any cold air coming in anymore. Used to just feel a rush of air coming in underneath here. I don't feel anything anymore. So I think that this is a serious improvement. I gotta do something with this. I think I'll just fill it with spray foam. But the reason why I've been using this is because I use that to stick the hose for the sub pump through when the thing floods, but I'm not sure that we need that anymore, because the flooding issue, I think, has been solved. So that's that. I don't like the way that it shuts now, but maybe the tension will reduce over time. It's not bad, but whatever. It works. And hopefully it'll save a lot of money.